guys, and welcome to my 64th Angel vs. Devil Life podcast. This is my top 10 school fails. Number 10, only getting seconds in the game freeze. I swear, John McGinnis school in Drama 9, I only had seconds on stage and freeze twice. And I don't want to say anything else. Number 9. Feeling nauseous at the hospital in grade 10. I had to go to the hospital for party because it was required. And when they were talking about the organs and such, I didn't even want to eat lunch. So, yeah, that qualifies as a fail. Number 8. Get the blackout in grade 9. When there was when I was in school, John McGinnis, we actually had a blackout in the middle of art class, and all the students had to go to the library. I don't need to say more. Number 7. Falling in the creek in elementary school. I was grade 2. I was 7 years old, and I was hanging with my friends who, for this video, I'm gonna name Hermione and Ginny, and I was stupid enough that I actually fell into the creek, and this was in Regina Valley, and yeah, that was a total fail. Number 6. Slipping on the floor while going inside from recess. Sorry guys. Just choking. But it's not coronavirus, it's just me choking. Number 6. Okay, number 6. Slipping on the floor while coming in for recess. This was the same day I fell in the creek, and I was actually walking. My socks were wet. I slipped and I fell down and hit my head, and I actually cried, guys. I actually cried. I don't need to say more. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to review what I did so far. Number 10, only had seconds on stage in freeze. Number 9. Not feeling wanting to eat lunch at the hospital in grade 10. Number 8. The blackout in grade 9. Number 7, falling in the creek. Number 6, slipping on the floor on the same day. Number 5, slipping on the ice and breaking my left arm in grade 5. My friends and I were playing Follow the Leader, and I was the leader at first, and then this boy, who I'm going to name Neville, was it next, and we were just following behind him. And then all of a sudden, I slipped on the ice and I broke my left arm. And believe me, class hadn't even started yet. And I don't need to say more on that. But I will say this. My teacher actually said that they need to call my mom. And I was like, no, don't call my mom. She'll take me out of school. But, I had a broken arm and I had to be out. Need I say more? Number 4. Burping in class in art. When I was 16 or 17 years old, I did something embarrassing. I actually burped really loud in class, and this was in art, and everybody was staring at me. Oh my god, I feel so embarrassed. Number 3. Sorry guys, just ripping my face off. Oh yes. Oh yes. Number 3. Falling backward or getting up the swing. This was in grade 6 at Prince George at Southridge Elementary School, and recess had just ended, and I was trying to get off, but then I fell over and I fell backwards and I landed on the rocks, and my arm was bleeding and my clothes were dirty. My mom had to come and give me some clean clothes. Number 2. This is a review. Number 10, only seconds on stage in the game freeze. Number 9, the blackout in grade 9. Number 8, number 10, only seconds while playing freeze. Number 9, no one in the blackout. Number 8, no one to eat lunch at the hospital. Number 7, falling in the creek. Number 6, falling on the floor on the same day. Number 5, slipping on the ice and breaking my arm in grade 5. Number 4, burping in class. Number 3, falling down backwards off the swing when recess was over. Number 2, throwing up at school in kindergarten. We had just arrived back from our field trip to the farm, and I was feeling perfectly okay. But then I threw up earlier that morning. My mother didn't think I was able to go, but I convinced her that I was feeling okay. So I went up to school, not knowing what's going to happen. We went to the farm. I felt fine. When we got back to the farm, I started to feel nauseous, and I did. So I started to throw up in class. Oh, luckily, class was almost finished at the time for me. And the number 1 school fail for me is I already know I'm going to regret saying this. Having to switch place. No, wait, that's not a fail. I had to do that. Okay, what's the number 1 fail? Oh, I know what the number 1 fail is. Slipping on the ice and hurting my nose. This is when I was in kindergarten. During the winter time, I was running to the kindergarten room. I didn't look where I was going. Then I bumped into something, and it was a big chunk of ice, and I hit my nose really hard. And I started to cry, and my nose was bleeding. And luckily I had one of my old, and I had somebody from one of the older classes going and going to get Kleenex, and yeah. And she actually helped me get to the room, and she actually told my kindergarten teacher at the time, who for this video I'm going to name Mrs. Sprout. So yeah, the girl who helped me out was really kind. And there you have it. That was my top 10 school fails. Before we go, I just want to go through them one more time. So here we go. Number 10, only seconds on stage while playing freeze. Number 9, the blackout. Number 8, didn't want to have lunch. Number 7, falling in the creek. Number 6, sleeping on the wet floor. Number 5, slipping on ice and breaking my arm. Number 4, burping in class. Number 3, throwing up. Number 2, I forgot my number 2. I forgot my number 2. Can't believe I forgot my number 2. Okay. Number 10. Okay, I'm just going over my embarrassing moments one more time. Number 10. Only having seconds while playing freeze. Number 9. The blackout in grade 9. Number 8. Didn't want to have lunch at the hospital in grade 10. Number 7. Falling in the creek. Number 6. Sleeping on the wet floor during the same day. Number 5. Breaking my left arm in grade 10. No, in grade 5, sorry. Number 4. Burping in class. Number 3. Throwing up in kindergarten. Number 2. Oh, no. Number 2, falling down from the falling off the swing in grade 6. And number 1, hitting my nose on that block of ice in kindergarten. And that's all I have for you today. So thank you for watching. Until next time.